Да, и еще мы с вами будем участвовать в World Cup. Через 27 минут финальные игры, одиночные сражения. Вот, 27 минут, начало через 27 минут, поэтому, кстати, скоро уберут, такое уберут, будет ивент, только через часик уже должен быть ивент, поэтому сейчас стрим прервется, извините, так, пару секундочек и все. Стрим прервался, извините, это просто, я посмотрел сколько время и уже просто скоро ивент маршмелоу будет. Просто ивент будет маршмелоу. Давайте посмотрим. Это будет, кстати, в реальной жизни ивент. В реальной жизни будет прямая трансляция. Ну или в катке будет ивент. Может быть, я, короче, не знаю точно, но не важно это. Кстати, у меня сегодня днюха, еще она не закончилась, мы уже отпраздновали днюху. Я уже тортик поел. Прикольный такой тортик. Ну ладно. Надеюсь, вы меня тоже поздравите с днем рождения, потому что будет просто... Мне обидно будет, если вы мне хотя бы... если вы мне не скажете, хотя бы... Скажите мне хотя бы с днем рождения, ну хотя бы что-то. И поставьте лайк или подпишитесь, что ли. Это будет хорошим подарком. Так, если наблюдение за маршмелоу в одиночном сражении Fortnite... Ребят, сейчас будет маршмелоу. Будет выходить, сейчас будет ивент. Я и смотрю, и это... Дальше будет маршмелоу. Вы можете пока не смотреть на мои видео, смотрите туда. Прямо в левом нижнем углу вы можете заметить, как там показывают. Просто. Поэтому смотрите туда, я сейчас туда не нужно. Я тоже туда буду смотреть.
Yesterday, not necessarily the performance him and Chinkin would have wanted, but he'll be coming out in force today. And then we also definitely need to talk about back spots. His ability to turn heads like multiple times in the solos format, being so close to us, and he has
Крыса. Меня добили, но это хорошо. Это наоборот хорошо, блин, еще будет маршмелоу. Сейчас будет маршмелоу. Черт, ребята. Что делать нужно? Что делать? Давайте опять зайдем в катку. Ребят, как видите, сейчас будет маршмелоу появится уже... Как он там появится? Через 23 минуты он появится. Фу, я уже приготовил свой танец. Блин, как интересно-то. Блин, я очень хочу увидеть этот концерт. Ребята, это просто что-то новое, ребята, просто что-то новое. Фу. Я хочу увидеть концерт, я просто не хочу ничего пропустить. Давай, включайся ты уже. Ну уже. Сможешь.
Epic Whale, Parhu, Lasers, and Kurt Akibala. What can we say about these players?
A lot of huge names. Of course, we'll start with Tifu. The qualifying run he had in week number 3 was one of the most memorable moments out of the entire Fortnite World Cup online opens. And what a story it was in front of 250,000 people on his screen. No delay, just slayed out and qualified.
is able to play very well in the LAN environment, has taken that title at TwitchCon. Let's not forget about somebody else who was there. We got Funkbong played yesterday on the stage.
Я просто хочу молчать. Я, короче, сейчас буду молчать, я вам не буду мешать смотреть.
Farther, and then you have the two young warriors out of Clicks and Epic Whale, known for taking walls, taking names, and pressing forward, doing everything they can to stop their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. Clicks, one of the players who has fully qualified for both solos and duos. And at the end, Kirk's out of Brazil. We're going to continue forward with him and go ahead and listen to some of the stuff he had preparing for ahead of the competition.
Ребята на компе челы играют. Ребята, я сейчас просто буду повторять за ними, потому что я не хочу опозориться, когда смотрю такое. Играют профессионалы и знаменитости.
Easy, bro. I like that line most of all out of that entire package. That was amazing. We'll see if it is going to be easy, bro, today. Continue forward and see who's on the floor. It is going to be Luki, Left Eye, Fleeter Moyes, T-Chub, Core Gaming, Wakey, Dementos, Banny, Takamura, Cat, and LOL Boom.
And another group loaded with talent. LOL Boom in particular, the young Irish lad qualified in the same week as his duo, Core Gaming. They didn't represent in the duos competition. We got to interview both of them, and they're excited to be here, excited to represent not only for their countries, but also for their families. And then also looking up there, Left Eye and Dementos have been around the scene for a very long time, since the beginning, have that veteran experience, have been in so many of these very, very top-heavy lobbies. They are going to be comfortable.
I'm also looking at Banny, who was Fox's duos from the previous Asian group. And he is one of the most aggressive players. He also plays on the high ground, tries to look for tons of eliminations on the high ground. So we'll see how the Asian region and how he performs there with his strategy converts to this stage.
But can't forget about Takamura out of Japan, and then Cat coming from OCN at two players who are very aggressive. But we talked about LOL Boom, we talked about wanting to represent his family and what it means to him. Let's hear a little bit about that from him.
But I live in Ireland.
Блин! Ай, блин, почему только в матче это можно смотреть? Я не хочу в матче это только смотреть, я хочу и так это посмотреть. Блин, ребят, маршмелоу должен появиться уже через... Блин, ребят, я так волнуюсь, я хочу увидеть. Я сейчас буду участвовать в финале. Там будет участвовать ниндзя. И мне нужно будет там играть уже, попробовать поиграть на полную катушку, но у меня это мало ли, мало вероятнее, что мне это получится. Завершено это, да. Ладно. О, так, давайте нажимаем, готов, нажимаем. Нет, нет, нет. Вот это вот лучше. Ой, блин, я так... Ребят, все, я больше не буду волноваться. Я буду... И будут шансы небольшие, что я могу попасться против ниндзя играть. Если я буду играть против ниндзя... Если я завалю ниндзю, это просто фейк какой-то, думаю, будет для меня.
Extremely analytical, keeps a notebook with him at all times and wants to break down his opponent's interaction. We got to see a little bit from Rux and his baseball playing grandfather during the pre-show. He has that competitive bones in his body. He was there every single week, and Mega, great performance again yesterday. Colorful, the one we got to interview on Mother's Day. He was told, hey, I had to make a deal to even get playing time on the main stage.
Also, going back to Mega real quick, because he had one of the most memorable moments from yesterday's games when he was playing with Dubs. We actually eliminated Mitro and Mongrel, one of the biggest duos in Fortnite in EU, and that was crazy to be able to do with that mechanical skill, that speed that he did it at.
And he barely even reacted. Now, one player, normally, Bala, you and I are very good about going through, breaking these down, knowing their stories. I know very little about pizzas. It's so hard to find information on. We've got to go through the VOD reviews, but he is somebody in one of the few true wild cards, and I'm very interested to see what happens when you run into him. And now, we're going to actually get a chance to talk with Zay, who we saw him and Sap have an amazing performance yesterday. Let's see what he's feeling ahead of the competition. Jordan, what do you have for us?
You are not wrong, Sundown. One of the best and most dominant duo players standing right next to me is Zay. Zay, you dominated yesterday. It's very clear to absolutely everybody, claiming that #1 slot for 5 of the 6 games. Obviously, it's Fortnite, RNG happens, right? But again, going into in-game, you two staying together, locking down high ground, that's ultimately what's
So we kept the same mentality, same strategy for every single game. After the 3 games, the 3 first games, we had 38 points. We were really confident. So we didn't change anything. A lot of unfortunate things happened. So we finished with games and we got 4th. After being first for 5 games in a row, I really want to win this. So it felt kind of bad, but still.
Understandable.
Да блин, ну почему меня добили просто? Был бы такой шанс сделать. Такой офигенный килл. Меня просто взяли и добили. Ненавижу этих людей, которые берут, добивают меня просто, ну, проклинаю. Я бы, короче, польшусь в другое место, потому что там люди меня добивают просто. Там меня тупо добивают. Фух. Так, короче. Фу, ребята, просто теперь стал... Я раньше был фанатом Fortnite, теперь я не просто фанат, я не просто фанат, я фанат Макс. Типа, я максимальный фанат, я просто обожаю Fortnite. Я как ниндзя его обожаю. Фух. Как думаете, кто играет лучше, я или маршмелоу? Интересно. Как вы думаете? А пока что посмотрим вот это. Я пока помолчу, чтобы вам не мешать смотреть. Ой.
Good at the end game, it was unbelievable. The tunneling skills and able to be so aware. I can't be more impressed by Levin.
Yes, and even in the qualification round, he said, hey, I got the spot. He was almost the first qualifier to get in, missed it by 1 place. And that next week when he came back to back, solo trap eliminations to just flex on the entirety of...
А вот эти вот люди будут играть в этот соло-режим, этот, то есть в World Cup будут играть вот эти вот люди в режим соло. Соло это одиночка. Эти челики просто будут играть, и я типа буду против них, там будут знаменитости и профессионалы.
So qualified for solos in week 5. Kind of stressful week, a lot of ups and downs, but it's been pretty good. When I qualified, I was so happy. I had a rough 10 games. I think I played 5 games out and died like 4 times off spawn. So I was so happy when I qualified. I instantly called my mom and was like, "Yay, I qualified." I think it's nice that they open qualifiers. Literally everyone can qualify. You can be 13 and win millions of dollars. And just everyone is really chill. New York is way different. Like even the air, everything is so much different. The traffic, but I love it. Meeting everyone is the nicest part. My advice would be just keep grinding. That's how you get better. Watch better player play, like watch Mongrel's VODs, whatever, and Just keep grinding. That's the only way you can make it.
What an incredible story coming out of Issa, looking to represent and looking to do as much damage as possible. You know he's here to take names. Now on to the next one. You have a lot of what I would consider dark horse contenders, very talented players you don't hear enough about. It's Nyx, King, Clarity G, Astonished, Lunez, Jenkins, Batch, Pika, K.
I just want to point out, Astonish's outfit is unbelievably incredible. He has slippers on.
No, those aren't slippers. He's in a full jersey and has the jersey over.
Что? Как он меня с дробовика с такого расстояния грохнул? Что за хрень? Фух, ладно, ребята, здесь ныть не нужно. Фух, просто я реально удивлен, как он меня с дробовика убил вот так вот. С такого расстояния нереально с дробовиков убивать. Ну да, это же дробовик скорострельный, что для дальнего боя, может быть, вообще. Ну, для дальнего боя это уже... Ну ладно, сейчас... До конца 2 дня. Эй, это сейчас уже ведь, ворот-кип. Где ворот-кип, эй? Ребята, я как бы поиграть хочу. Фу, так. Ребята, я хочу поиграть. Мне нельзя? Ну, пофиг на вас. Фу, тут нельзя поиграть в этот режим. Типа там будут слишком клевые игроки играть. Просто все так. Сложно, тогда я тогда не буду. Ваше дело. Блин, я уже сейчас переостановится немножечко стрим. Ребята, через 10 минут маршмелоу появится. И...
So have our one of duo champions from yesterday, it's Aqua, and then Martine, Irus, Robabs, Skylar, Kinstar, and Kinzel.
And we can't forget about Flexi and the X2 twins rounding out the group there, but all eyes are on Aqua, and deservedly so. Nyrock said yesterday, hey, we won because Aqua is a beast. Aqua in his interview said, we're just gonna win. And what did he say last night afterward? He's like, you know, might around, mess around, and win solos as well. He is about it, and he is that skilled. But another player who has that very similar attitude is Eros, somebody who is a controller player, swapped over from console to PC. And I had one fan particularly reach out. He's like, hey, I watch him all the time. He doesn't care about anyone else. Whoever is going, he is flying at them. He wants to be known as one of the most skilled players out there. And then you have to talk about Keemstar.
At the bottom of that list there, we also have Flexi, who played yesterday in the duos competition. One of the actual fully qualified duos with his partner Letwick, who's playing as well. He's just amazing. His qualifying run actually was one of the most mechanically skilled things I've ever seen, but also what a struggle it was. He had so many setbacks in that week that he qualified that I almost thought that he wasn't going to make it. It was going to be one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen.
But he was able to clutch up in the end and get to his spot and receive plenty of French representation coming out there. His team started been around from the very beginning, able to compete on the stage as well. Robob's up there, and then we have to talk about the X representing down south, known originally as one of the first veterans out there. We're going to toss it to a quick little video to see kind of what they're all about and what they were thinking of going into the competition.
I'm twins and I'm from Brisbane, Australia. I've played LAN, I've played online, I've played the Australian Open, I've played at Poland internationally. I really like LANs. It's a different setting because there's people actually watching you as opposed to just people watching online. I think I'm definitely getting better at more LANs I do. It doesn't really sink in until you actually land here and you get here like, oh, I'm actually in New York. It was definitely a cool experience. I like to listen to music before I play and try and treat it as if I was at home just playing. I have to get a little bit lucky with qualifying and stuff like that. That's a part of it, but you can create your own luck.
Ребят, ну как-то скучно получается немножечко мне играть. Ну хоть я и получше играть стал вроде, и оставляю врагам уже мало хп, но... Ладно, я сейчас. Стрим опять же приостановится. Фух, ребята. Не знаю, как я могу сказать. 7 минут. Будет маршмелоу, но... Да, будет маршмелоу. И завтра, кстати, будут завтра появляться, короче, тизеры 10 сезона, и мы будем их разбирать. Тизеры завтра будут появляться 10 сезона. И через 3 дня уже, кстати, если вы заметили, этот сезон пройдет. Блин, жаль, что мы только завтра путевку купим, а не сегодня. Ну, ладно, это же день рождения все-таки было, это все-таки... Так, блин. То же самое, путевка в ресторан. Уже через 6 минут будет маршмелоу. Да, включайся.
That 17 elimination game to qualify was definitely memorable from aspect, but Arkham 1X also yesterday in the dual final. We're going to go ahead and catch up with him on the floor.
Another one of the most talented. I mean, I say this over and over again. It's because I'm surrounded by the best Fortnite players, literally in the entire world. Definitely one of them here, repping the NA West. Oh, there are a lot of psycho players. Now, Arkham, you qualified for the first in the last week of solos. Your preparation for both of these things definitely is very different. How have you prepared in comparison to yesterday, claiming that 5th spot, which was unbelievable, guys? Preparing for solos today is very different. How have you strategized for this?
Well, I try to prepare my mentality a lot better than yesterday, and I know what it's going in today, other than like tomorrow, because yesterday was like my first time playing in a LAN. So I know what I have to do, and I know what I'm going to do to try to win today.
Absolutely. Well, that composure is everything, right? I mean, that can really help you dominate in that way. Now, again, repping NA West out there in LA for me. Listen. Your qualification both in duos and solos, you're the only person from NA West that was able to do that. What do you have to say to the rest of the West?
I mean, like, if you guys get a brain on the West Coast, I mean, like, it'll be a lot easier, you know, but otherwise, yeah, that's all you gotta do.
You gotta get a brain. Okay, I'm gonna come to Arkham School. Back to you guys on Unreal Island.
Well, I might also go to Arkham School. That was definitely interesting there.
Could say Galaxy Brain there from Arkham, you know, just get a brain going on their list to represent. But now the final group of competitors, it will be Dogman, Coffin, and Retta, Crew, Light, Mongrel, MQ, Teak, Blacks, and Skites.
I like the little dab there from Blacks. Absolutely incredible. Again, remember, these are the guys who qualified in the final week. And I do have to point out, and Greta was one of the players who did so. What an amazing performance it was. One of the few players who was streaming his final week, and he did it in an amazing fashion.
Winning 3 out of his first 5 games. He actually took a moment after that on the stream. Kind of, you could see him deep breath in, deep breath out, and kind of know he had it. He kept pushing forward. We got to see Crew yesterday, had some highlight reel plays, but wasn't quite able to push into the top 10. Going to want to do that today. But Bala, you know on this list who I want to talk about right now, right?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear it. What do you got?
Mongrel. What more? I mean, there's literally so much. I could talk about this guy forever. One of the most mechanically skilled players I have ever seen. So fast with his decisions. You really can't keep up. Sometimes I even have to watch him in slow motion because it's just so ridiculously fast.
And you can see his reactions on the camera, how much he cares, how much he is invested, how much he wants to be the best of the best, just as does Skype, the player from the stream, overcoming tendonitis in his wrist, qualifying through. We're going to throw it down to the floor with Jordan and a translator to catch up and hear what Skype has to say. Jordan, take it away.
Standing next to Skype here, dealing with tendonitis is a very, very big thing, especially ahead of a competition of this caliber. How have you prepared physically going into today?
Avec un concours de cette nature, il y a beaucoup évidemment d'ambition et de comment est-ce que vous gérez un peu la situation?
Je m'entraîne et j'essaie de pas stresser et je reste concentré en jouant.
I train, I try not to be too stressed out, and I just, think about the game.
Understood, as you should. Now, you have a lot of LAN experience and a lot of success in online tournaments as well. Your preparation for today, knowing that you're going up against a bunch of the best players in the world, regions all over the world, how are you strategizing for solos today?
Tu es un des meilleurs joueurs du monde, tu as beaucoup d'expérience, etc. Mais en même temps, ça, c'est une compétition nouvelle. Comment tu t'es organisé pour la stratégie de cette Coupe du Monde?
J'essaie de jouer mon jeu, de m'adapter et j'essaie de m'adapter à la méta actuelle et voilà.
Стрим сейчас приостановится на минуту. Через минуту маршмелоу появится.
Lovely. And that allows you composure, right? That you can dominate. Love it, Skype. Back to you guys at Unreal Island.
Ну, должен появиться через минуту.
Thank you so much, Jordan and Skype. Skype, originally known for his Winter Royale performance where he was top the qualifier, top the semifinal, and then top the final. It put him on the map, and now he's here competing on the main stage, which
Они очень хороший монтаж делают.
everyone who is here. But all of you guys at home, make sure you're using Fortnite.com/watch. Go check the website out. It is a more kind of tailored viewing experience. There's the ability to unlock additional items in game. And on top of that, for somebody who's super analytical, there's a map with individual players. If you want to see the spotlighted players, T-Viewer dubs, they'll be on there. If you want to see the best players from Asia, they'll be on there. Best players from Brazil, they'll be on there. Make sure you go and utilize this tool. Whether you're trying to get better at Fortnite or just want to watch what you want to watch, we want to give you every possible potential way to increase your viewing experience. And let us know if there's anything else you want added in there. We're always looking to improve because we're lining in stats. We got the map. I mean, what more do you want as an analyst, Paula?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely going to check it out when I get home. I'm going to go back and watch those because I need to see every little detail for some of these guys who are going to perform on this stage. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, and I can't wait to do that.
I mean, this is what is going to allow these guys to push up into the prizing. I mean, just look at some of those numbers. Of course, everyone who made it here, $50,000 going through. But once you push into that top group, you'll start seeing a little bit of a pay bump. But ultimately, at the top, it's about the $3 million. It's about being the best of the world. Being crowned the world champion solo. This is what it's all about.
На 3 миллиарда или миллион долларов.
And getting ready to launch the Fortnite World Cup solos competition.
100 of the best players, every single one is be here. Are you ready for the Fortnite World Cup Finals? Let's start the show!
Круто. Тихо! Маршмеллоу. Это маршмеллоу, ребят. Ребят, этот концерт я уже где-то видел. Маршмеллоу! Да ну нафиг! Ну нафиг! на свой. Нет! Нафиг я вышел! Вот я идиот! Нет, я продую концерт маршмелоу. Фух, такой интересный момент. Сейчас загрузка. Ну нафиг. Фух, блин, я мог бы до топа досмотреть. Фух, как быстрее маршмелоу еще будет. Ждет нас уже. Блин, маршмелоу! Ну как такое возможно? Фу, ну круто же так было. А я вырубился. Ну ничего, сейчас оно опять врубится, когда мы в карточку пойдем. Фу, извините, оно там прервался стрим, и извините сразу же. Я извиняюсь все время. Неважно. Все, короче, мы смотрим маршмелоу. Если оно у меня еще и не загрузится, это будет просто какой-то не очень. Фу. Фу-фу.
Yo, I just want to say thank you to Fortnite, thank you to Epic Games for having me out today. If you guys know this next song, let me hear you sing along. Let's go.
I want thank you. I want you to thank you. Я вот слышал уже эту музыку, я ее видел. I'm only on a living. I want to set me mine. Think me what you are to me. I want to do this. Pa pa pa. Po 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 po. Nothing nice to do. Living, I won't make it. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. Да мне тресов. Расстроил. Ну блин, опять я ему так мало хп оставила, его просрал, ну. Фу, жаль. Блин, ну я так просру весь концерт, нафиг, если я буду погибать, умирать. И еще раз умирать. Фу. Режим не добавили на пофиг. Какой-нибудь режим. Блин, обожаю маршмелоу. И он сейчас там стоит в Америке. И мутит концерт, который вы уже видели. Блин. Жаль, я не американец. Потому что я бы встретился бы с маршмелоу. Вы представляете, как это круто. И с ниндзя. I've been thank you. I want you to be taken. I want you to be happy. I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time.
Конец.
I tell you, I've opened up for a few DJs in my career, by far the best one, hands down. Guys, this is incredible stuff here. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and this is the moment that we have been waiting for. 10 weeks have culminated to this point right here in New York City, Arthur Ashe Stadium. This packed house. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause for being here with us today. Without you, this is not possible. But now it's all about these players up on this stage. And this right here, the trophy and the title of being the Fortnite World Champion. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I want to get into these games as soon as possible. But I think we got to ramp up the excitement just a little bit more.
Пойду к другим челикам, мне это раздобавит. Ну ладно, раз я таким делом идет, я готов умереть вообще. Хотя нет, я не готов умирать. Не рано еще, я еще много всего не дожил в этой игре.
When you think about what's at stake here for these players, so much on the line. And we crowned 2 Fortnite World Champions yesterday, but that was duos competition. And today, people are riding solo. And it's about
Соло, стоп, соло, блин. Что мы этого соло? Блин, да задолбал уже, что ему от меня нужно? Я не хочу с ним сражаться. Я по-хорошему его пока прошу. Валяет. Второго. Ужас, он меня заставляет отряд просто валить. Блин. Тифу? Вот увидели? Почти отряд завалил. Блин, ну я хочу опять в каточку. Ну ладно, ребят, похоже, мы не сможем с вами поучаствовать в этом, как бы, World Cup'е. Вы увидели концерт, ну ладно, это все хорошо. Ну на этом мы заканчиваем наше видео. Подписывайтесь на мой канал, ставьте лайки. И всем пока, и всем хорошего настроения.